back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking the video. So, first off, I want to talk to you guys about a few things. First off, this is going to be a very important video, but I want to clear a few things up about what I'm seeing in my comment section, and I just want to talk to you guys about that just for a moment. I probably will be pausing my video quite a bit because I also have a million things going on right now. My home is under construction. It's a mess. So I might see me pausing. Okay, so bear with me. First off, I want to talk about the comments. There's been several of them. One, I received like 2 or 3 of them saying stuff like I look just like Molly, like my style, my makeup, and my hair. I'm not really sure if that's supposed to be an insult. I don't know. I am one who I can bring somebody up, and when I see they're doing something good or something I like about that person, I'm able to let that be heard. I don't just drag people just because I want to drag people. So Molly Golightly is a very beautiful woman. So I'm not really sure if that was supposed to be a dig at me. I'm not really sure. I don't know what you're really looking at because we don't look alike, but okay. The next thing is I see you're a hypocrite because you are doing the same thing that you are accusing Molly Golightly of doing. Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, clicks and views, yes. None of us is on here making videos because we don't want nobody to see our videos. Okay, everyone that's on this platform wants their videos to be viewed. My video I did hit, it's like almost at like 5,000, which is crazy. Like, I can't even tell you, I'm like, wow. So, but the difference between my content and Molly's content is I make money off talking about other creators that I think are doing bad or nasty things. I'm not making my money by putting out false conspiracy stuff like that against, exploiting victims and families that are going through the hardest thing in their life. I'm not there swooping in and making their lives even harder. That's the difference here. And I have talked to some of these families that have been, bothered, that have been personally attacked. I have spoken with these families, so I know how they feel and what these YouTubers doing this causes, and it does not help. Wild conspiracies do not help the case whatsoever. You are not the police. You are not a cop. You're not going to crack the case. Okay, let me retreat. And yes, you are absolutely correct. Anybody has the right to get on their platform and talk about whatever it is they want to talk about. I don't mind. I know that if there's something I don't like, I can look away. I can click to another video. Yes, I understand that. However, if they're allowed to speak their nasty thoughts, I'm allowed to come on here and speak how I feel about that. So, no, I don't like cancel culture. I am not about mass reporting, none of that. But if you are going against the rules of a platform, yes, they have every right to deplatform you. Those are not my rules. Those are the rules of the platform and the consent that you take on when coming on said platform. Okay, so we're going to go over a few videos I want to show you, and then I want to show you some very important updates that has happened since all this craziness has occurred, and it seems like the spotlight has been taken off of these, the problems that really need to have a spotlight on them. So I want to talk about some of those cases as well. But let's go over some of these videos about what is going on in the Gabby Petito case and what I have found out. Again, I don't share conspiracies. I don't share, I may give my opinion on what I think may have happened, but that's about as far as it goes. I want to share, the facts of the case, what's clearly there and what's been said by the news. So I want to share some of that information that I have found out.
There yesterday that said that someone yelled out a fire, arson, threatened arson, that someone should commit arson to that house. And I got blamed for it. And I was like, wait a second, I wasn't even there yesterday. So yeah, don't be so gullible. If you have a question about something that you heard, just ask. I will tell you the truth.
To be here and then just sitting there, peeking out their windows. Well, I'm dirty. Very soothing. Very soothing. Dirty laundry. This house should be burned. That'll get you out.
No, that wasn't me. And I also wasn't the one there yesterday that said that someone yelled out a fire, arson, threatened arson, that someone should commit arson to that house. And I got blamed for it. And I was like, wait a second, I wasn't even there yesterday.
Wow.
So yeah, don't be so gullible. If you have a question about something that you heard, just ask. I will tell you the truth.
Okay. Wow. So I know a lot of you guys feel like by her making this big scene, it's going to put pressure, like she's doing such a good thing, it's going to put pressure on the family and get them to come out, and what the protesters are doing is right. My opinion, it's not. It's not right to terrorize, the family. This is my opinion. It's not right to terrorize the family who had nothing to do with it. It's not their fault that their son did what he did. I do understand them trying to cover up. I get that part. I also don't think that they should be protesting in front of the sister's house. I'm going to play the video. And another thing is the neighbors. Like, what about the neighbors? And it's just, I don't see what good it does. I don't see what it's going to accomplish. And that is my opinion. And we are all free to have our own opinions now, aren't we? So I'm going to play the video about Cassie, Brian Laundrie's sister. She did come out because the protesters that were standing in front of her house were terrorizing her children. Yes, what happened to Gabby? I mean, it's awful. But in the same breath, we're going to terrorize these children. Like, these kids are going to be, this is going to be with them forever. They're never going to forget this, having strangers scream inside their house, talking about murder and killer and all that. Like, that's always going to be with them. You have ruined these children. Like, do you not understand that? Is that not clicking in your brain? I don't understand that. So I want to play the video with Cassie. So let's get into that.
Thank you. No!
We have fully cooperated with the police since September 11th when they called. I did not say that I saw my brother. I said I haven't been able to speak to him in reference to the time when I was called by the police. Since that point, I haven't been able to speak to my brother. I've been
Yeah. The thing about it is we know Gabby's family. Gabby is...
We do too.
What do you want us to do?
We cooperate with the police. We're not supposed to talk to anybody, and you're making my children cry.
Was Brian with you on September 1st? Did he come to this house?
He came to this house with my parents in their Mustang, not the van. I did not know that he took that van back. I found out the next day with everybody else. We are just as upset, frustrated, and heartbroken as everybody else. And I am losing my parents and my brother and my children's aunt and my future sister-in-law on top of this. And you're not helping.
Why your parents? Why your parents? You're talking about Kristen.
They're not talking to us either.
Why aren't they talking to you guys?
If I knew, I would say. I don't know.
Do you think they're involved, your parents?
I don't know.
You don't know.
We know.
You're not involved?
We have literally been finding everything out with the news with like everybody else. My kids are upset. You're upsetting my neighbors, and all we want to do is let you guys know that we don't know.
What happened? What did you guys do on the 6th through the 8th at Fort
We
DeSoto?
were at Fort DeSoto on the 6th. We got there at around 2 o'clock, and we left around 8 because the kids had school the next day.
On the 6th?
On the 6th. We only stayed for about 6 hours.
Who was there?
My mom, my dad, my brother.
Would you guys be willing to go on record to say that you would like your brother Brian Laundrie to turn himself over?
What was going on at Fort DeSoto campground? What were you guys doing there? Like, where there was a campfire?
We had s'mores, we had dinner.
What did Brian say anything about Gabby?
Kids there. Nothing came up.
He didn't say anything about Gabby.
No, we've told the FBI everything.
Did Brian go?
The world does not need to know what the FBI knows. And that's why we're silent.
They've asked us to not say anything. Really.
This is me coming out against them.
They're suffering. Big time. They're suffering.
To be fair,
I understand your view, 100%.
so
I know.
I feel bad for you, but again, I don't.
No, I know. That's fine. You feel how you feel. We help how we feel. My kids are upset. You're upsetting my children, who are very upset that they had to find out that their aunt died from you people screaming at them from the house. So that's not
Where was that?
on Saturday when you were here.
Your aunt died.
No, their aunt.
Their aunt died.
Yes,
The future aunt.
they considered her aunt, Aunt Gabby, forever. So
To be honest with you, we can't even hear you inside.
We could.
I mean,
So where else have you seen Brian since September 1st?
I have not seen anybody after 8 o'clock on September 6th. I have not spoken to my parents.
How long did they stay there? Do you know, like at the Fort DeSoto campground? Did Brian go off on his own into the woods or anything?
We
what
don't
we've
know.
been told, we know as much as you.
Did you? So when he came here September 1st, right? You said he came. What did he come here for?
My parents wanted to surprise the kids to pick them up at school. I did not know that Brian was with them when we had previously planned to hang out with them. This is not what we want to be doing. This is not how we want the world to find out when we're angry and upset. But I can't have my kids be crying for 3 days in a row.
What did the FBI take out of the house? Like what? They came here
Yes.
during. You met with them multiple times. Did they ask you for like polygraphs or anything like that?
No.
No.
We're not,
We don't
we're
know.
not involved in this.
He's my brother and that's it.
The parents. We've been outside the parents' home for 2 weeks straight.
I've been
There's
listening.
parents' home for 2 weeks straight.
I've been
There's
listening.
people out there. They feel your family's involved. A cloud of suspicion. The reason why we're here for you is because the media
The media ended up misconstruing what I said when they asked me if I had seen my brother. Like I said in the beginning, they didn't say, have you seen Brian? It was, what's the weirdest thing about this all? It was, haven't been able to speak to my brother. I tried to contact him after this. I tried to contact my family after this. I hadn't been able to speak to my brother.
Do you know
That's
about
it.
additional bird phones?
I have no idea.
So you don't know nothing.
No,
Like,
he's
after.
my brother that I don't talk to now.
And the parents ain't talking to you. Your own parents are not talking to you for what reason? They just.
The lawyer said no.
Who's the lawyer?
Their parents' lawyer.
Their lawyers.
We have nothing to hide. We were told not to talk to anybody, and I'm upset that we have to come out and do this and then explain myself to the FBI.
So when Gabby was missing, the parents weren't even looking for her. They weren't even out looking for her.
We don't even know what they do. We can
Do you
assume.
know that she was missing when they went to Fort DeSoto?
No.
You didn't have no clue that she was
The
missing?
detective that was working with Gabby's mom called me up when we were on
We
vacation,
were in Orlando.
and then I called her back because we were eating dinner, and I told her everything she needs to know. We told them from day one that we were at Fort DeSoto with them on the 6th, and that they came over here on the 1st. The police has known everything that's out there the whole time, from September 11th night on. That's when I became involved, and I knew nothing before that.
These are just innocent. I mean, they're innocent too, guys. I don't know what you think is going to the outcome by doing this. It's so disturbing to me. You're terrorizing this poor family. It makes me wonder, and I could be wrong, but the thought that came across my mind was, I heard her say that they're like not having a relationship with her parents right now, and it makes me wonder if because they have become a target and the grandkids are stuck in the middle of all this, if she's saying that so it would keep, the sister and her husband and the kids from being targets. I wonder if that's why they had said that. Maybe I'm giving the family too much credit, but that was just my thought, which is sad that they would even have to think about doing that, because nobody should be at this woman's house harassing her. It's mind-blowing to me that you guys think it's okay, and that some of you guys think it's okay. I just don't get it. So somebody did just send me something, and I'm seeing that on the news release there have been several sightings of Brian Laundrie on the Tennessee border, so around the Tennessee area. That is just what the news is putting out, and that is if what people are saying is true. So that's kind of actually close by. So just keep your eyes out if you're in that area or wherever you are, because he is an outdoorsman and he knows what he's doing out there. So everyone just keep an eye on him. But I want to talk about some of the other things that has been going on while all this, because I think it's odd to me that, and don't get me wrong, Gabby Petito's case deserved every bit that it received. However, sorry guys, it looks like my mic was unplugged. But I want to talk about some of the cases. There's a few that I've talked about, and there are now updates. I'm going to try not to get emotional. I get emotional because these cases do touch me. I have children around some of these kids' age, and I could not imagine what kind of parent or, who would be able to harm children. To me, children are just off limits. It's sad, when women and men get killed. But to me, I feel like children is just, they're innocent. They don't know evil. They don't know bad. So whenever something happens to children, that's just the ultimate, that's the worst to me. So they did find a body that they believe is Xavier Harrelson. And I did put the missing thing up whenever he went missing. So I just wanted to give the update. They did find a body in a farmer found a adolescent's body in a cornfield, and the police, the confirmation of the body has not been done yet, but the police are pretty accurate that it is him, and they said that the body had the clothes that Xavier was wearing the day he went missing. So a year has gone by since 26-year-old Alexa Sharkey's body was found. Her husband was pretty much the main suspect. I just seen that he is now dead. He has died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So there's not going to be, I guess, closure that we wanted, but that's a sad case too. But yes, he's gone. He's no longer with us. So that has just came up. It looks like the police issued a warrant for him on September 29th, and my guess is he probably thought, the walls were closing in and it was about to be a wrap for him, and to me, he took the coward way out, and my condolence and my thoughts and my prayers goes out to Alexa's family. Another one I want to talk about, there is still, when all that stuff happened with Gabby, there's still a killer on the loose in Utah. And I haven't seen all that much coverage about it. There is a newlywed couple that was found murdered at a campsite. And I want to talk about that one just a little bit. The women's bodies were found in a nearby creek at the campground, and I'm going to butcher this name. I'm sorry, I butcher names when I speak. So it's near La Salle Loop Road, and the women were found pretty much nude. One of the women was found with her pants down below her waist. The other one had her bra up, exposing her. So to me, it kind of sounds like a predator of the sorts. They had multiple gunshot wounds, like all over them. The front, the back, the side. It's almost like they were trying to get away, which is I can imagine. It's so hard, you guys, because it's easy to talk about these cases and, you know, to talk about what you read, but when you actually just really think about it, I mean, we are talking about people. We are, you know, these are real humans with feelings, and just to think, you know, just take a second and just to think how these women felt in those final moments and how scared and terrified they must have been. Anybody else we're talking about? Gabby. Sometimes I think we forget that we're talking about humans, and it's easy to do. It's easy when you're getting wrapped up in a story and you're just seeing and reading stuff, and then it's easy to do. It happens, but we need to take a moment and remember, you know. Women, I guess, one of them, and I had Kylie mentioned to her friends that there was this creepy guy that was, I guess, following them and making them feel uncomfortable. So they were last seen on video surveillance leaving Woody's Tavern, and that was about 10:30 p.m. There's some other stuff that has came up, and I kind of feel bad about talking about it and saying this because I don't want to, like, drag their names, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it could absolutely have nothing to do with it. And I kind of feel like it doesn't have anything to do with it, so I kind of felt some type of way when I was reading it. But again, it's the truth, though. It's something that they did find. Whether or not it has any connection, I don't know. But so they had a search warrant. Police had a search warrant, and they found they found the second vehicle, which was a gray 1987 Ford Econoline van, and that was found at the McDonald's where one of the ladies worked. I also heard that it was a possibility that the vehicle may not even have been running, and that's why the vehicle was there. The police found a storage that was in one of the victims' name and her father's name. And when they opened up this storage unit, they found some paraphernalia. They found some marijuana pipes. They found some meth. They found cocaine residue. They found 10 blue pills, which was identified as clozapines. They found ibuprofen, amoxicillin, prednisone, scales. So by them finding those scales, they think there may have been some, you know, dealings happening. It wasn't just for personal use. So that the way I was reading it, it kind of sounded like it could have been like a drug deal gone bad. However, I'm still going back with the women complaining to their friend about this creepy guy. Could he have been just sexually driven by these two women? You know, could it have been a hate crime towards these two women? They were newlyweds. They had just gotten married, and I don't know, but I think these stories need to be put out there too. I just feel like Brian needs to be found. Don't get me wrong. Brian needs to be found, and he needs to face up and get what he deserves. But I just think it's weird how as soon as this case happened, everyone stopped talking about all the other cases. Like, it was like everyone blew up with the Summer Wells case, and everybody was talking about Summer Wells. And as soon as the Gabby Petito case came along, it's like nobody's talking about Summer Wells anymore. Sadly, Miya Marcano's body was found over the weekend. If you're not really aware of this story, the prime suspect was a janitor at the apartment complex who was obsessed with her. The parents are actually doing a protest, and they are pretty upset with the police in this case. pretty much the prime suspect that they believed was this guy, and the police let him go, and he was found dead a couple days later. But they have found her body, and I wanted to share that. I mean, just look at her. Look at her smile. She is such a beautiful young girl that could have accomplished so much. So again, let's not forget, we are talking about real people. They could be your sister, your brother, your cousin, you know? Let me know what you guys think about everything that was discussed in this video. I know it's a little long, I'm sorry, but I wanted to update on everything that was going on, and there's so much that's just been going on. Please, you guys, give this video a like, dislike, that helps me too. I know there's gonna be some, you know, fans, but whatever. I'm gonna speak my mind too. Give this video a like, dislike, hit that notification bell, because you will not get notified about my videos unless you hit that notification bell. So if you want to see videos from me, you have to hit the notification bell. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. That would be awesome, you guys. I appreciate you guys. There's been so many new to my channel. I want to thank you guys all for all the kind words that was left under my comment section. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I want to show you guys one thing really quick. Let me pause this because we're going to leave this on a happy note, okay? I got one more thing to show you guys. Hold on. Okay, I don't know how we're going to do this. Well, show your shirt. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Ready? Come on, ready? Oh, I got you. I got you, buddy. It says Furfluencer. It says Furfluencer. Good boy. Good boy. Don't you love his shirt? All right, guys. Take care. Please, as always, take care, guys. Bye-bye. See you next time.